Let me guess, right now you need an instructor and you need me to tell you how to do it. I'm gonna conquer that mission. It's accepted. Stay tuned in this video. Hey everybody, my name is Jennifer Waters and I am the Sales and Systems Sensei. I actually help martial arts school owners take their martial arts school all the way to 7 figures using our dojo scaling method and a dojo assistant. Today's video is all about how to actually find the best instructors, hire them, and continue building an incredible martial arts school that you are proud of and that your community loves. The very first thing that we've got to talk about is we've got to talk about what's happening right now on your mats. You know, if you're thinking, gosh, I need an instructor and I need one yesterday, how do I find one? Should I hire one from out of town? Should I bring them in? There's nobody in my martial arts school that I would trust to run my classes, but I'm at a glass ceiling. I can't break through to the next level because I'm stuck on the mat teaching. The very first thing that I want you to do is I want you to take a look at your existing systems and your class schedule. A lot of times when I work with clients, the very first thing is we look at optimizing. Where is it that we can optimize within your own schedule, within your own school, that we can go, okay, where can we find some more room to be able to break through that glass ceiling without hiring staff? I know that seems like, oh my gosh, I know in my heart of hearts I need a new staff member, but so many times I've seen martial arts school owners go out, they try to hire somebody, they do that, they kill the quality of the students' training on the mat because they hired somebody that they weren't ready to actually bring on board, and it just really crumples and deteriorates the whole entire environment of the school. So before you go and do that, there's some things that we need to take a look at, we need to take a deep dive into, and that I actually help my clients do. We look at your class schedule, we look at systems that you already have within your school, we look at the curriculum that you're teaching, and is there a way to tweak it or make it even better so that your students are receiving even better quality, higher value, and we can increase the lifetime value of a student from the average of 6 months to 9 months to 3, 5, 7 years of training. Imagine if you could do that. Well, the first thing is, like I said, take a look at your existing class schedule. Are you able to condense or optimize your existing classes so that you can fit more students in without also bringing in another instructor? And if the answer to that question is no, Jennifer, look, I can't do it. The only way that I can get more time for myself and stop working these 80, 90-hour weeks is if I have a team member to help me. Well, I'm gonna tell you that in order to bring that new team member on board, the next thing that you need to look at is you have to look at creating a job description. And if you can't create a job description, please do not hire someone. You are going to destroy your business from the inside out. If you've ever been dissatisfied with what your employee is doing, it's because you didn't give them a job description, which means you probably didn't have a task list that they're following on a day-to-day basis, which also means that you probably weren't doing training. All of those things, the job description, the task list, and training have to occur, and you have to be on it for a period of 2 to 3 months at least before you give them a little bit of leadway, before they can start making some of their own mistakes and also learning from those mistakes. So many school owners are failing when it comes to hiring because the only thing they remember is their martial arts instructor told them, hey, go out there and go teach that class. They figured it out, they learned it, and they're like, well, everybody else is that way. I would dare to say that no, they're not, because what's going to end up happening is you're either going to create your own competition, because think about it. Your martial arts instructor did that to you, and then you went and opened a school. So, not saying that you did it wrong, and you became a competitor to your school owner, the instructor you had, but just think, you have that entrepreneurial spirit. You're going to figure it out. You don't want to necessarily hire an entrepreneur that is going to go and steal your stuff and go open a school 2 miles down the road from you. You want to hire someone who's going to be a loyal team member, who wants to grow, who wants to learn underneath you, that you can pay really well, that maybe one day after grooming, after lots of training, you can go, you know what, either take over this school for me, or let's go open another location for you that you can be a manager of, right? So like you gotta get a different breed, and because of that, you don't want someone that you just stick out on the floor and say you figure it out, because honestly, if they're gonna take all that responsibility and that burden, they might as well open their own school anyway. So have the job description, have training for them with a task list that literally marks out their entire day. Like if you have somebody coming in at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but class doesn't start until 4:30, what are they supposed to do? Oh, Jennifer, they're supposed to clean the school. Okay, map out everything that they're supposed to clean, timestamp it, and make sure that it actually takes 2.5 hours to clean your school. Probably it does not. So what are they gonna do with the rest of their time? Oh, they're gonna go do marketing. What does that mean? Oh, they do social media posts. What does that mean? If you can't actually spell this stuff out, don't hire someone. When you're ready is when you can have these things ironed out. You can bring someone in, just like you teach them martial arts. You can say, hey, look, these are your job responsibilities. This is what you're gonna do. I'm gonna map out your first 2 weeks for you, and you're gonna do all these things with me. And then you're gonna be teaching classes with me. And I'm gonna be showing you how we're actually gonna do these things. So sometimes when people bring in outside help and then they're disappointed that they didn't do as well, or that they turn their students against them, is because they didn't even train the outside help in the way that they wanted them to do the martial arts or to operate their business. So they just did it their way, and the students were like, oh, this is cool, this is awesome. It's not because they necessarily were trying to steal your students. Hey, listen guys, if you want help trying to build out your dojo so that you can actually spend more time with your family, so that you don't have to run around like a chicken with his head cut off, if you actually would love to know, gosh, if I had these systems in place, if I knew how to do these things, I could scale my martial arts school. If that's what you're thinking, I invite you to just smash that subscribe button, because when you subscribe, you're gonna get more videos just like this, where we literally help martial arts school owners do this very thing, have sound advice so that you can also scale your martial arts school. I was where you were at. I had a school with my father. We were just trying to make that thing grow as a family business, me, my mom, and my dad, and we kept hitting our heads against that glass ceiling, thinking we needed to bring somebody else on, when in fact we just needed systems in place that brought us those new students, and then we were able to scale to hundreds and hundreds of students and generate over $1 million a year from one location. It is possible, and we've been doing it for years now. So I invite you, smash that subscribe button and make sure that you stay up to date on our latest videos. Until next time, guys, keep being awesome.